Hi guys, welcome back to FabFitFun's YouTube channel. I am Caitlin and today we are doing another episode of Beauty and Bubbly. This is the look on my face now that I'm going to be showing you guys today, and all the products I use are products that are coming up in the summer add-ons. Summer add-ons opens to select members May 6th and then everyone else on May 9th. But before we get into everything, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. Please do it. Let us know what you want to see, everything you like, what you like in this video, what you're going to be shopping, all of it. We want to hear from you. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So while I show you how I create this look, we're going to be sipping champagne, of course, Beauty and Bubbly. And today's Bubbly comes to you from Yes Way Rosé. Today I'm going to be sipping it in my cute little Chic and Tonic glass. This is the diamond glass. Look how cute it is. It has little flat sides to sit it on, so it sits sideways. How cute is that? And so you can't fill it to the tippy top because it might spill a little bit, but it's probably better for me anyway. I mean, who's not obsessed with them? Okay, so I'm going to open this champagne and hopefully it goes a little better than our first video, if you haven't seen that. Cheers! So what I love about this rosé, like, it's just adorable. You can Instagram it, looks so cute. I love that part. All right, first things first, we're gonna prime the skin, and I'm going to be using this 100% pure luminous primer with vitamins and antioxidants and red wine. Comes in this cute little tube packaging, and it has a pump. Need a pump. Rub it in my fingers and just apply it all over. And what's great about this is it's silicone free. It has vitamins and antioxidants. Oh, it smells great. And what's my favorite part is it's luminous. So see how beautiful that is? Like, it makes the skin feel ready for makeup. So I'm just going to apply my foundation after I already let that primer sit into the skin for about a minute or two. Quick little tip, most people go in trying to match their face, and if your face matches the rest of your body, great, good tip. But a lot of times your face is a different color than the rest of your body because you're exfoliating, you're doing all that to get the dead skin cells off of your face. What I do is when I test a foundation, I really rub it into my skin and make sure it matches everything and not just my face. The primer underneath makes the foundation go on really well and looks super skin-like and hydrated. All right guys, now that the foundation is applied, we're gonna go on to another summer add-on goodie. And this one I'm so excited for. It's the Beauty Blender Blusher. And so it's a little sponge and it's the cutest ever. Oh, little. This is the regular Beauty Blender. This is the little baby one. And so this is technically for applying cream blushes, but you can use it for anything. So what I'm gonna do is it goes from little to small. So I'm gonna take this and put it in a little bowl of water and really squeeze. And it's gonna get bigger. Look how big it is. Squeeze it out, and there you have it. I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm gonna blend my concealer in with this first. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just blend. And it's so small and squishy that it gets right underneath that eye. Oh, I just love a beauty blender. It's the best thing that has ever been created in makeup tools. Another great thing about a beauty blender is that it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't just work with creams and liquids. It works with powders as well. So I'm going to show you how I set my under eye concealer and anywhere else with a beauty blender. So for that, I'm going to use another summer add-on, and this is the Aesthetica Contour Series Powder Palette. This is inside, first of all, to show you exactly where to highlight, where to contour. Inside is the most important part, is all these shades, which are beautiful shades. They're very universal for every skin tone. So I'm going to be using this banana shade right here to brighten my under eyes. If you are a little tan in the summertime, I like using yellow because yellow is a brightener. Just pat it in this yellow powder and just press. Don't rub. I'm pressing down the nose, on the chin to balance everything out. Oh, also, I dropped it. They are reusable. So they come out, they're magnets, so you can just pop it in if you need to replace it, or a pan goes, you can replace it. This powder is actually really creamy, which is really good. You don't want it to look cakey, so it really blends into the skin. Done. All right, I'm gonna show you another goodie, but before that, on to the next. So, next product I love and I'm excited to show you is Juice Beauty Hydrating Mist. I don't know about y'all, but Juice Beauty is the best ever. I love it. I love everything I have from Juice Beauty. It's perfect for the summer months when it's hot and you're hot and bothered, and you just spray this on your face and you just feel refreshed and rejuvenated. So I'm gonna spray this after I put on my base. I'm gonna spray this on my face and really let that product settle into the skin. You can use this as many times as you want. I like to do it before, in the middle, and after. That is the Juice Beauty Hydrating Mist. It smells so good and fresh. I love it. Mwah! So I'm just gonna kind of mix a little bit of all these top palettes very lightly and just brush it over the face. So I'm gonna go in with the darker shades to contour. So you wanna use a cooler tone contour to sculpt the face because it has the appearance of an actual shadow. You don't really, if you see shadows, they're not like this warmth, if that makes sense. So using a cooler tone creates an actual shadow on your face to do what you want it to do, to suck in those cheekbones. We always wanna suck in cheekbones. I'm gonna suck in the cheekbone. And then I'll just lightly blend that out. See how the difference in that? That's what we want. We want that sculpt, y'all. So if you don't know exactly where to put your contour, let me tell you. When you make a kissy face, that's where you want to put it. But if you don't see that defined line, normally it's from this top of your ear, right here. Top of the ear down towards your mouth. So that angle. Do not brush down because then you're defeating the purpose. Always brush your contour up because we're lifting, we're not pushing it down, we're lifting. So then I'm gonna go on my forehead. If you have a small forehead, careful. Like if you have a smaller forehead, you don't need to contour anything. I just like to give it a little snatch. Guys, I'm really impressed with these shadows. They're just such a great color. When you contour your nose, lighter and then get darker. Don't go in with a lot of product and start contouring. It never turns out nice. And I'm just gonna brush right down, just lightly. And I'm just gonna bring that up. And then I always go on the tip of the nose. So when I'm contouring my nose, I always kind of bring it up into right under my brow because that accentuates with the that natural line. I'm also gonna go a little bit under the lip. Boom. And then mid contour, again, get a little sip of your Yes Way Rosé. And I'm just going back and forth to make sure everything is blended. I think we're very sculpted. And do you see? So dark, 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 and this brightness, it creates a really pretty effect. Okay, so I contoured, I sculpted. Now I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of warmth, which is great. It's all in one palette, it has everything. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to give a little more warmth. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a bigger fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take this warm shade, and then we're just gonna go right above that contour. I always like to go with my bronzer, whatever you use, right across the nose because it kind of, when you get sun right there, so it just like looks sun-kissed. And whenever I'm applying bronzer, I always bring it just a little bit down the neck to make sure everything looks the same. We're blended. We are blended. Beautiful. I really, really like this stuff. I'm not done with this palette because, like I said, it's so universal. You can use it everywhere. So I'm gonna use it to do my brows. I like a good cool tone in my brow product. So this contour shade is the one I'm using for my brows. Y'all, I'm so impressed with this palette. It does everything. It even fills in brows. What? So after applying your powder or your pencil or whatever you do to do your brows, always brush through. That is the only way you're going to create a natural looking brow. I feel like I'm yelling at you, I'm sorry, but it's important. All right, brows are on. All right, y'all. All right, now on to my current favorite part is eyeshadow. And today we're going to be using Hikari Gold Collection shadows. It's 16 colors in one palette. I'm gonna go in with first this yellow matte shade right here just to set the eye. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is Blink. It's called Blink. The first shade was Precious. Now we're gonna go in with Blink. So I'm just going back and forth in that crease. Ooh, these shadows are really good. I'm putting in that crease to open up my eyes. See how that makes a difference already? I wish I could like earn money on how many times I say blend in a video. I'd be rich. Guys, we're going dramatic today. We're drinking rosé. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this coffee bean shade. It's a nice warm brown. And then when I like what I see, I don't have a very defined crease, so I like to apply shadows. Love coffee bean. This shade is so good. And what I'm gonna do with this coffee bean shade is I'm gonna like create a little bit of a cat with it basically. And then with my fluffy brush, blend it out. So now on to a shimmer. Since I have gold earrings, I'm gonna go more goldy. So I'm gonna go with this Goldenrod and Legend and kind of mix them with my finger. Again, I always use shimmers. So I'm gonna take that and place it right in the center. And then, ooh, that's pretty. And then once I place that on with my finger, I'm just gonna go back with my fluffy brush and blend. Okay, so there is the shadow done. I put that gold in there. So I can't go away from this palette without using these purples. These purples, I mean, they're too pretty. I'm mostly using this pretty shade. It's called Pretty. It's pretty, but it's called Pretty. And I'm gonna take that right underneath the eye. And that's so pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back with my hydrating mist. I'm gonna put that pretty shade on my brush. I'm gonna spray it, and it's gonna make it pop even more. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm gonna show you a little tip of what I like to do. So using the same palette, I'm gonna be using this black shade here down at the corner. And what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna just really quick line my eyes with a black pencil, whatever black liner that you want that's creamy and will smudge. So over top of that pencil, I'm going to go in with this black shade, which is called Intense. I'm gonna take that on my brush and I'm going to layer that on top of that pencil. You could even just go in with the shadow itself. You don't really need the pencil. I just like to do it to intensify it. I'm just gonna create just a little baby wing. Now, to add another layer, I'm going to go in with a liner, a liquid liner, just to really intensify it. I'm going in with another summer add-on goodie. So this is the BeautyGarde Lash Guard Oil-Free Liquid Liner. What's great about this liquid liner is it's not just a liner, it has ingredients. This is what's great about all these products. They have ingredients in them that are good for you. This is good when you are a false lash girl and you want to apply liner. This isn't going to ruin the band or any of the adhesive or anything like that. So it's oil-free, which is a very good thing to have. And it comes with this felt tip and it just intensifies it. Okay, so I already curled my lashes. Now I'm gonna go in with a mascara, and this is another summer add-on, and it's called the RODIAL GLAMOLASH Mascara in Extra Large. This is my favorite part. Look at this applicator. I just love a thick bristled mascara wand. Look how pretty that is. It contains beeswax, so it conditions the lash. It's like a matte black, so it's not like really wet looking. I don't really like mascaras with that wet look. I don't have any fake lashes on. This is all the mascara. So I applied a light layer of the Ciate Glitter Flip Lip that I reviewed in the last video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top that off, whatever color you wanna put on the bottom, or you can even use this by itself. But this is the Milk Makeup Holographic Lip Gloss in Mars. Oh yeah. Kinda goes with the purple shadow I have going up there. Look how cool that is. I'm gonna add a little highlight to my cheeks with it. I'm gonna put it right down the cheekbone, and then I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender that I used earlier and just blend out the edges. Whoa! And that's what's great about a beauty blender. You can use it for everything. All right, guys, this is the final look. I love it. Honestly, I'm pumped about it. I love all of the products I used today, and everything I use is super universal. Oh, let me finish off with my hydrating mist. I forgot. Finish off with a little sippy sip. Yes way, Rosé. The lip gloss, and also we used that lip on our cheeks as well, just to add a little glow, a little pop. And I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful sunshiny California day in this look, all from the summer add-ons. Everything I use is coming up in the summer add-ons, so do not miss it. Please comment below. Tell me what you think of this look. Tell me what you think of the products, what you're excited about. We want to hear it all. Select members get first access, so if you haven't already, upgrade. You don't want to miss out on these products. That is it for this episode of Beauty and Bubbly. I hope you enjoyed. We love to hear from you. We love you guys. Cheers.